Hello, my name is Andrew Sherwood, and this is my ENME489Y homework number 4 with the lane detection software. Everything up to this point in class has been done already, with the snip image, masking, thresholding, blurring, and edging all being done in class, so nothing has changed here in my code for the first video. However, I will need to create a median lane line, which the car will follow and print to the screen. So first, I initialized some arrays that I'll use in the rest of the code up here. Secondly, as the hull lines are printed on each frame, I'll go through and analyze each of the different lines. If the lines on the right-hand side of the road are in quadrants 2 or 4, the code will recognize them as their theta values and then append their specific row values and theta values to their respective arrays. If the lanes are on the left-hand side of the road, then the hull lines are going to be going through the first and third quadrant, the theta values will. And then in that case, the code will append values to the row left array and the theta left array. Next, once each frame is done, the same math will be done as before, translating the row theta coordinate system into an XY coordinate system. This code takes the median, theta, and row values of all of these different matrices that were defined above, and it prints them onto a line onto the screen. It colors this red in bold on the right side, and the left lane is the exact same code, except it colors it green. Here, I will show that code being run. Right from the start, the code does a pretty good job identifying exactly where the left-hand and right-hand lanes are, even with the dotted dashed lanes on the left, and on the right side, it's solid lane. There are some times, as you can see now, when the right-hand lane will merge a little wide, and that's due to the variations in paint color in the line, as well as the hull lines function only getting the edged lines from the very right-hand side of that line. Therefore, the track colored in red will want to stay to the right side of the lanes. As you can see here, even when the lane line goes away, the red line is still continuing on its path. This video is a little bit different from the second video in the fact that it is darker. The brightness is less on the entire screen, so the white lane lines stand out much more compared to the other video. However, when I apply this first code directly into the second code, some interesting things happen. Lane lines are completely undetected by the software. As you can see, the left-hand lanes think that the lanes are going across the road, and on the right side, the software is following the light gray or white construction barrier and the exit hand lane lines, and then completely goes away. As you can see, this code had some work to be done to it. What I changed was first resizing the video into the same shape as the first video was taken. Therefore, the snip size, masking would all be the same size, and I wouldn't have to change the shapes of anything and where they're looking on the road. Secondly, I changed the thresholding value. It is 140 in the new code. In the old code, the threshold value was 60. This change makes sure that due to the increased brightness in the second video, the threshold value of the color white that the code is looking for edges is much higher. So it won't accept the whole screen or the whole road as white and only the lane lines. With these two changes, now we can see the new detection pipeline video for the second video. As you can see, it is a little bit difficult to start out as the road is brighter at the very start, but after a couple seconds, the left lane line and the right lane line soon zoom into their respective lanes correctly. Again, the right lane is a little bit iffy because it wants to go to the right outside edge of the lane line. The left one does a pretty good job. Once it shifts lanes, it did another good job sticking to the lines pretty soon after the change. Right lane line here does a good job not following the outer white lines and just the inside one. Here the left lane line has a little bit difficulty tracking where it is supposed to be. And on the right side, the white stripes on the cones do not alert the detection software that it is a line, which is also good. In the future, I would probably improve the specific way the lines are drawn to make sure they're on the inside of the lane line rather than the outside, because you want to make sure you're inside the lane and not halfway out the lane for safety of the car and driver going down highways.